So some pretty bad news for Jay-Z has emerged, guys, and it is going viral, accumulating 10 million views on just one platform. How this man generated a brand new business, had a large investment, and it absolutely failed miserably, wasting a huge amount of his own cash. As a Smurad Morali daily and consistent content, and let's get straight into this video where everybody is discussing the failure of a recent business that Jay-Z basically invested in and controlled, and it was his plan and it turned into a huge failure. Now, this model is very intriguing to me as to what he was trying to do. We're going to get into that. More than only that, but I just feel like the negative PR on Jay-Z is building. It was only a couple of days ago that MIA was speaking out.
Jay-Z and I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. So their argument of Maya's fucking insecure, that's why she needs to fucking massage her ego, fails.
About certain things that she did not appreciate from Jay-Z. How a California pot company, how Jay-Z's company went from 575 million in cash to a debt death spiral. Jay-Z's cannabis brand looked timeless as soon as it launched in 2020. The billionaire rapper, legal name Sean Carter, rolled out his monogram line of luxury joints and cannabis flower with a photo shoot at the famous Frank Sinatra house in Palm Springs. 4 years later, it looks like this cannabis brand from Jay-Z has absolutely vanished. Monogram's website lists 9 retailers where it says its products are for sale, 8 in California and 1 in Arizona, but none include the brand's products on their online menus. The parent company behind Monogram, confusingly called the parent company, hasn't fared any better as well. This downfall did not surprise a cannabis investor and advisor to many California pot companies. He told SFGATE, which is the article that I'm reading you from, that the parent company was spending so much amounts of money during its brief time and that Jay-Z's pricey products failed to live up to the hype. They were expecting to dominate, guys. That's basically what they said. Hard for any smaller player to compete with us, bragged a TPCO board member. His name is Michael. They had invested 575 million in cash. The sum was far more than any other company in the state. Jay-Z was named as a C-suite executive, the chief visionary officer at TPCO. And his Monogram brand was the company's luxury offering at TPCO, selling pre-rolled joints and cannabis flower in sleek black packaging at extravagant prices. A single joint cost, wait for it guys, $50. Joints from other companies often sell for $5 each. Monogram explained and justified these prices by saying its joints were hand-rolled with premium flower, but GQ said the joint failed to stay lit for more than a few seconds. A bad sign for even a $1 joint. The long-time cannabis investor Yakatan said reviews for the so-called luxury cannabis Monogram, Jay-Z's business, was very negative. Like many other things we've seen in cannabis surrounding rappers, the hype hasn't met the reality. Monogram was supposed to be ultra premium product, and I don't even know anyone who's tried it and thought that it was anything more than mid-tier. TPCO expected to be making $334 million in revenue within a year of its formation, according to its listing, but those sky-high earnings miserably failed. In 2022, TPCO reported a loss of $587 million. Apparently because it overvalued some of its brand it had purchased and its stock price tumbled. A year later, TPCO was forced to merge with yet another California cannabis company named Gold Flora to stay alive, and TPCO took a 49% share of the newly formed corporation, meaning the formerly braggadocious TPCO was now a minority owner in its own company because their affiliation with Jay-Z and him being a visionary officer for this particular Monogram brand miserably failed and basically burned through $500,000. Jay-Z and Monogram also appear to have parted ways with TPCO, and Monogram officially separated from them and is now owned by a separate limited liability company according to Gold Flora stock filings. Intriguing. So this story has basically gone viral. Jay-Z burned through $500,000 thinking that his brand Monogram would be able to survive and do well. It was one of the worst cannabis brands that ever existed. Jay-Z basically burned through $500,000 in cash for a business that failed miserably. The man just failed miserably with this business plan. Ain't nobody want to smoke weed from somebody who doesn't even smoke weed. So I'm very confused by this, because if somebody who smokes weed and knows everything about joints, which I definitely don't, then you wouldn't be marketing it at $50, saying that it's premium when it barely could even stay alight for a couple of seconds. And now, despite the fact that that failure was 2-3 years ago, that now has become public today, has gone viral, and everybody is looking at Jay-Z very weird when it comes to this business move, as if they weren't already looking at him in a weird way because of Diddy and because of this MIA singer stuff when she came out and said whatever. I don't know about you, but the news about Jay-Z and anything negative is definitely increasing, and slowly but surely it is negatively increasing, and I do wonder why. You've burned through $500,000, Jay-Z, and you failed miserably. You burned through $500,000 to sell $50 joints. You burned through $500,000 to sell $50 joints. Who does that? I don't understand. And now people are laughing at your business failure. Businesses fail all the time. That's absolutely fine. But not when you have enough money to burn through $500,000 and it still fails. I'm so sorry. You embarrassed the brand TPCO, the board that you were on. They then had to merge with another company and are now a minority because they were so confident with what Monogram was doing, your brand, and the money, that they were bragging that nobody can come next to us. We got deep pockets and etc. But then they had to force to collaborate with another brand to prevent themselves from sinking, and now they are a minority at 49%. Don't be laughing at people, because you can say it can never well be me, but beloved, it can be you. Do you understand? It can really well be you, please. It can really well be you. And now people are discussing this, and it's just not good news for him from a PR perspective, not good news for him from other business investors. As a business investor reading that and you're about to invest with Jay-Z, would you now want to invest? Your confidence has been broken because you don't want to give your money to somebody who's burned through nearly $500,000, and not even $500,000, God forbid, $500 million, bro. 500 million you've in cash you burned through, and it's went into a failure. Now it's gone viral. This can also affect Jay-Z's future business stakes, because investors are going to be shaky. It ain't going to matter who you are. If you have a bad trail of XYZ and it's coming out in some kind of way, investors will look elsewhere. It doesn't look good for him from that perspective, from a PR perspective, and also now from the fact that negative stuff is just increasing about you. It's not that deep, but of course it's just negative, and it has gone viral. So I don't know what you guys make of it, but you know, whatever. We have some more stuff coming up in regards to Diddy, a new court filing. The judge in Sean Diddy Combs' criminal case is taking prosecutions up on their offer of an affidavit saying the prosecution team isn't the source of the information in the news articles. In its November 1st, 2024 letter to the court, the government noted that it did not submit any affidavits attesting that the prosecution team, the government's attorneys and agents involved in the grand jury process, was not the source of the information in the news articles discussed by the defendant, but stated that it was prepared to submit such an affidavit at the court request. The government should submit this affidavit by Wednesday, December 4th, 2024. Somebody responds saying there is no way the judge could know who the source of the news article is, but this is the level of corruption necessary to prosecute certain people. So I don't know what you guys make of this article, this new court filing that has obviously come out, but things are still going on despite the fact that bail hearings have been denied. I'm sure he's going to apply for another one for Christmas, and we'll see if he gets it, but I doubt it. But until then, preparation for the trial now formally begins, because May the 5th is when this is meant to take on. Put the bail stuff to aside and prep for the damn trial, Diddy. Put that all to aside. You ain't going anywhere. Prep for that trial to make sure that you're permanently not going anywhere, and that, you know, you can see whoever the hell you want to see. Let me know what thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. It's just one click to subscribe. Do let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on the Jay-Z stuff, especially for those of you who do smoke weed? I don't. I want to definitely know your thoughts on the $50 joint marketing, how it failed, barely lit up, the negativity of this, the PR, the investors, what's going on, more stuff on Jay-Z, and everything going on with Diddy. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.